it's also available to you in the tablature. So when he plays this, I would rather be dead, Lord, and in some cypress grove. That caps off the verse, and what we're going to do here is, originally I said, with those 4 notes on the open string, 1, 2, 3, 4. The next part of that verse, he's going to say, in some cypress grove. And that's what we're going to go over here. So the part where he says in, what you're going to do is going to play basically double stops in these next 5 notes. Double stops meaning that the thumb and the index finger are going to play a set of 2 notes simultaneously with the pinch. So in this part he says you locate the 3rd fret, 4th string, and you're going to play a double stop, meaning you're going to, with the thumb you're going to strike the 4th string, and with the index finger you're going to play the bottom string open together. So this double stop sounds like this. So this portion sung out will be like this. In some cypress grove. And basically it's this. 3rd fret, then go to the 2nd fret 4th string, double stop, then the 4th and bottom string open. So it's like this. In some cypress. And then the cypress part will be the 5th string 3rd fret, cypress, and then you end it with the 4th string and bottom string open. Grove. So it's like this. In some cypress grove, and then you, after that, you just play the top string open. So that's 6 notes in all. So I'll play that whole verse from the beginning and tie it in together. So it's like this. I would rather be dead, Lord, than in some cypress grove. I would rather be dead, Lord, and in some cypress grove. And that is the verse. Now you don't have to play the double stops. You can just play the just the bass of it. I would rather be dead, Lord, and in some cypress grove. But playing the double stops gives it more of a harmonic feeling to the song. So again, with this verse you have to be meticulous about the approach. Those double stops can be difficult as far as coordination, but that is the most concentration that needs to be involved in it. So you will have to probably take your time in studying it, but it is laid out for you in the tablature, so it shouldn't be too much of a problem. So what we're going to do now is proceed to this very characteristic Skip James lick, which sounds like. Okay, so now we're going to discuss the main riff in the song, which sounds like this. And that followed after the verse, which we just discussed. In some cypress grove. And it's imperative that you get that top string, the 6th string, to ring open. When you let that open, you can begin this riff that we're going to discuss here. It's also laid out for you in the tablature. So what you're going to do is you're going to locate the 2nd fret, 3rd string, and what you're going to do is you're going to play that with your thumb. Everything's going to be played with the thumb here on this riff. You start on the 3rd string, 2nd fret, and you go up 2 frets to the 4th fret. You'll play a hammer-on, or basically a slide. Just by striking it once, you cover 2 notes with striking it once. So it's 1, 2, and then after you, on this 4th fret, you play the 2nd string open, so it's basically like an octave, and I like to incorporate it into this lick. So it's 1, 1, 2, then you're going to play the 2nd string, 3rd fret, and then go back to the 3rd string, 4th fret, then 2nd fret, 3rd string. So all together it's like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then the next series of notes will be open, then 4th string, 3rd fret, then open on the 4th string, then the 5th string, 3rd fret, then open on the 4th string. So that 2nd portion of the lick is like this, or from the beginning it will sound like this. And then you play it all fast together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then you cap it off with the top string. And all together, you have to pull it all together fast. So it's... something that you have to get gradually at a faster pace. And that's something that he also utilizes in his other songs, if you want to, like in Devil Got My Woman, it's... he utilizes the same concepts in this riff in Devil Got My Woman. something to keep an eye out for as you continue on in your studies. So coming back to that riff, you have to play it generally a little bit fast. That's something that you will get. It's available to you in the tablature. So also in the song, when he's playing this riff, he also does this kind of portion. It's also laid out for you in the tablature at the very end, but it goes like this. And he alternates between doing this and this. And what he's doing here is just going from the 2nd fret to the 4th fret, then playing the 4th string open, then the 3rd fret 4th string, and then the 4th string open. And then you follow it up with the bass string on the top. And that is the riff that features predominantly throughout the song. So after you play this riff, you end on that top string and you play this sequence of chords again, going back to the 3rd and 4th fret. You start like this. Notice what I'm doing with my right hand is playing this double stop. So it's like. So. Or you can strum it. So again, that portion, fingering your 2nd string, 2nd fret, middle finger would be on the 3rd string, 3rd fret. And that's like a transitionary measure before he goes back into that riff again. So following through, this riff will be like this. Continue. So I'll bring it up from the beginning, this riff, and I will do it really slowly, and we'll couple it all together to make it, to bridge it all together. So here we go, really slow from the spoken lyrics of the song. 1, 2, 3, 4. I would rather be dead, Lord, than in some Cypress grove. I would rather be dead, Lord, than in some Cypress grove. I would rather be dead, Lord, and in some Cypress grove. And then you continue and continue on, and that makes up the verse and the main riff of the song. And I also discuss this alternate take. I would rather be dead, Lord, in some Cypress grove. And that's where that portion plays out. So we've talked about the main verse and the predominant lick, and now what we're going to do is we're going to go to the final turnaround, which basically is the final portion of the song where he's ending the song, and that sounds like this. So basically where we last picked off was playing this riff. And he goes into this chord, the 3rd and 4th fret, this position. And then the next thing that he's going to do is he's going to play this chord. And what you're going to do there is you're going to play with your index finger on the 7th fret top string, middle finger is going to be on the 4th string 7th fret, and you're going to play that twice. So bridging it together will be like this. But to have some wave on my note that I can control, and we're gonna go over that here. So after this, he plays this twice. Then he goes and he's going to play this particular chord, which sounds like this. And to finger that chord, what you're going to do is you're going to take your index finger, you're going to finger the 4th string on the 2nd fret. Your middle finger is going to play on the 3rd string, 2nd fret, and your ring finger is going to play on the bottom string 2nd fret, and that's what it's going to sound like. And that's a very typical Skip James chording, voicing played throughout much of his repertoire. And with the pinky, you're going to play the 2nd string on the 3rd fret. That's what he's going to do on that portion is, but to have an evil woman. With your index finger, you're just but to have some evil woman, or he plays that chord. And then we'll take it from the start of this ending portion. So again, it's like this. But to have an evil woman, Lord, evil woman, Lord. So it's basically 6 strokes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And after he plays that, he will do this. Altogether, it's an evil woman, Lord, that I can control. And that's what we're going to go over here. So after this, these first 6 strokes, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He plays the top string on the 3rd fret, and then he plays the open string on the 5th string. And then he goes back to this chord and he plays that 3 times. With the pinky playing over the 2nd string of the 3rd fret. So from the beginning it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So So from the absolute beginning of that, it's but you have an evil Lord that and then he'll go that I can control, and that's going to cap off that outro. And by doing that, he's doing this can't control part. Can't control is playing this double stops on the these three notes. Can't control. That's going to be your index finger on the 4th string, 3rd fret. You play this double stop. Can't. Then the 2nd fret, 4th string. Con. And then open 4th string and the bottom string. Can't control. And then you cap it off with the top string. Can't control. So from the beginning it shapes out like this. But to have an evil woman, Lord, that I can control. So it's a little bit difficult, but it's there for you. It's not too difficult, but so when he plays this can control, he plays this top string, and he's gonna begin this kind of turnaround that starts with it will go pan out like this. Can control. And we'll go over that here shortly. So when after he plays this can control, he plays 1 string open on the bottom, either with the index or the middle finger. And then what you're going to do is you're going to play double stops, this time with your finger going from the 4th string to the 5th string on the 3rd fret. And you're going to be playing this turnaround double stop, and you're going to be playing around 3 strokes for each. And it's going to start on the 3rd fret, 5th string. Your thumb is going to be playing the 5th string, and the index finger is going to be just plucking the bottom string open. So it's 1, 2, 3, and then to the 2nd fret, 5th string, 4, 5, 6, then the 1st fret, 5th string, 7, 8, 9. Very simple. So from the beginning it pans out like this. Can control. Very easy. And then he plays open on the 5th string after that 1st fret. Open on the 5th string, and then he plays this lick again. And that is the 3rd fret top string, then the 5th string open, and then the top, the 6th string open again. And when he after that, he plays that open, and he goes back to this position. back to the verse again. So putting it all together from this can't control part will all together tie on like this. Can't control. So after he plays this, he does that thing what we discussed earlier in the video that goes like this. It's this open on the second string, then the second and third fret shaping here, and then the third and fourth fret shaping here, which I already went over earlier in the song. And then you begin the verse again. The old people told me, but honey, I never did know. And the only one known me, honey, but I never did that means you're getting ready, Lord, for the Cypress grove. And then repeat and repeat throughout the portion of the entire song. And most of these licks and tricks appear throughout much of his repertoire. Like in Devil Got My Woman, which is basically what we discussed right in the beginning of the introduction with this fourth fret shape. Well, actually in Devil Got My Woman, he plays it on the 7th fret. Yeah, so he's playing that on the 7th fret, and on the 9th fret he plays the 9th fret, and then he plays on the 2nd string 8th fret bends. And then he plays this chord, which I discussed. I'd rather be the rebel, that woman's man. So again, it's like what we're learning here with this song can be put into application for Devil Got My Woman blues, utilizing the same chords. Even a little bit of that lick. It's based on that 2nd and 4th fret combination. And Hard Time Killing 4 Blues is also in the same light. Hard times, yeah. It's all based in the same language. And if you ever had money, boys, make sure. Again, based on those double stops that are on the 2nd and 3rd fret. And it's something for you to implement in your studying campaigns. It's all in the same language. So that's something for you, maybe. If you want to continue studying Skip James's music, well, you know very well the kind of ideas and chord shapings that were associated here. So Cypress Grove Blues is a good introduction to the style of Skip James's playing. This is based out of Betonia. It's a D minor tuning blues, and much of the material that we discuss here falls in the blues scale that is associated, so tied with this type of tuning. And we've covered everything: chordings, the licks, and the very sensitive riff structures that echo the call and response to the voicings. So again, there's also, it's laid out for you in the tablature for you to follow along, and it's a very good comprehensive piece that engages the right hand as well with the picking and fingering techniques. And again, if there's any other questions, feel free to email me back. I imagine that you will be pretty preoccupied with this piece. In theory, it's a very simple song because you're really playing very simplified chords, and especially with these, it's just a combination of two notes together played as double stops. And the chording shapings, very easy, all based on the second, third, and fourth fret. So I wish you good luck in learning this song. All the material is laid out for you as best as I can. And this is Delta Lou, and I'm going to sign off.